Hello mate, I'm Age of Change and welcome to whatever this is. Yes, of course it is. It is, stopped. It's loaded. Should be alright. I guess that must be that acquaintance I made. Who is that?
There's something in there. I just know it.
I cannot believe how much I hate you. You better watch yourself.
Revelio. Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
This
Do
is as
come and
far as I
find me if you
got.
stumble on something
the way.
illuminating that solves the mystery.
I never actually came and chatted to this. This is as far as I got before, so this is all new territory to me.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
It would be... down here?
Makes no sense to me, Wanda.
This looks like the location from the painting.
Yeah.
What could be so special about it? Revelio.
I've almost gone up a level.
Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
This is weird, isn't it?
Any of you know?
Now what?
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Interesting. I don't think I should have shot my wand, though, but interesting. Must have been a different way of doing it. What is tea? Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Then
don't
in
tell
the
her.
end, it didn't shrink.
What didn't she?
Look at me, I know it all.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
That
The
was
moth.
interesting.
I should have seen that.
Right, so apparently I've got up a level, so what do I do? It's not that, is it this? No, it's not that one. Yeah. Complete 2 main stories. Complete 3 side. Alright, side relationship quests. Completed. Spectacles. Oh, cool. Alright. At least I figured out that. So let's carry on to the class then, shall we?
I used to feel I had a lot of work to do.
What does T do? Oh, it's... I don't really have anything, do I?
The other students. Now I realise that no particular group of wizards had them along the other
That. Defense against the dark arts. Yeah, that's it. Oh. That was weird. Guess that's unload one way or another, doesn't it? I suppose. So defense against the dark arts. I remember that. It was
Hogwarts survives the reign of this.
that guy with the black hair, wasn't it? Or that actor. Oh, whatever. I've watched the films. Honest. This place is creepy, you know. Well, there's a kid being at this school.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Oh, Levioso! I remember, what's her name? Yeah, annoying girl, whatever her name was. Messy again, but I guess I did it.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Her eyes.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. As Master... Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Cool.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. Good form.
I know.
Protego. Complicates things. Levioso.
A perfectly executed Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
If only all of my students were this adept. I do enjoy a lively duel. Use the basic cast when the opponent's guard is down.
I don't think he even hit me.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Cheesy grin. I like it.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Sorry, was it?
Right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
That's not the class. Good heck. Alright, next. Nope, Matt.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till
I was
next time.
interested, actually. Charm class. Side quest. Huh. Side quest. Oh, it was already. It was already. Alright. Where do I go? This way.
You know it does help to look at the thing while you're stirring.
Out of my way, I'm in a hurry. That just wave at me.
It was an accident!
Oh. A ghost said it was an accident. Not so suspicious at all. I'm glad for this trail thing. I'd never found my way around.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Well, let's get cracking then with charms. I did more slithering, not just slithering.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
It's Gryffindor.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
It's actually coming to me.
Accio.
So.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
After me. Bonnie.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Eh? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done. Accio! That's it! Stay focused. Excellent. Don't lose your composure. Splendid!
Oh, that's it. Hey. There are 50.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Phew.
Nice shot.
Accio.
Not everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
That's it!
Let us see this. Yes!
This is not easy. No, too far, too hard. No, good.
Quite
oh.
impressive. Be sharp. There we go.
Oh, come on, let's see if I can tie.
Accio.
No, too hard. Oh.
Happens to the best of us.
So close.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. That is how it's done. Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Accio. Very good.
Here we go. Phew. Not exactly your typical lesson, is it?
No.
Not that I mind.
Yes.
Well
Yes.
done. Be sharp.
All the balls are on that side now.
Yes!
That's not fair. Yeah. And all I need, right, is just to get it. Yeah. To win this particular round.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Accio!
Come on.
A perfect score! Remarkable. Very good, both of you. Well done.
1 point each. Not bad for the first time. That was nerve-wracking. It's just a game.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
My
Of
character
course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're
voice
so
sounds
inclined.
weird.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Cool. Very good game, this. Even for a non-fan of Harry Potter. Right. Have I earned anything else? The click on that doesn't do anything, does it? Collections. I don't want them spectacles, to be honest. Nah. Anything else? Interesting, but not that interesting. Legendary gloves. Right, let's crack on with the So next I gotta find map hunter. I have to find I don't know what we're doing. What quest is it next? Oh no, we're not on the wrong one. It's that one I want, isn't it? Quests. That one then. Meet Professor Weasley. That sounds familiar. Weasley. I feel like I should know that name. Right. Oh, that's why I did locked onto it, that's good. So you can turn it on, do you turn it off? I don't know.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Up to your face.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Whatever. So when you get distracted and talk to somebody else, the oh, sprint. Definitely moved. The pictures are awesome. I want one. I just want you can have the LCD pictures, I suppose, or whatever. Not quite the same though, is it? I like the way it's darker inside after you go outside, it's cool. Alright, I can travel here then. Can I travel there from anywhere or do I have to be next to one of them? Oh, I can travel from anywhere.
If you pay attention, Sharp has plenty of useful advice regarding antidotes.
Why does that go through there?
I don't find potions bearable at all. And if it's double potions, I question whether I would.
Oh, kitty. You have to stroke a cat when you say a cat, don't you? Oh. See what this is all about then.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
She keeps asking.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Oh, butterbeer. That sounds horrible. So, quest. Too sure what this is taking me.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
It doesn't seem to work like that, does it? How do I do that? What's going on over here?
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Revelio.
Got it.
Got the flying page in the defense of... Where's that?
You had one victory.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
Ay, caramba! Return to presser. That was pretty easy.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Getting better at that, I think.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Fair enough.
Reparo. Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
No seams. That's cool.
Once my sister sent me a
So
howl.
what's next?
After school with me. She never even wears it.
Right, how do I get there? I'm not going the right way, am I? Am I? Oh. Didn't see it.
Owls must be equal.
Oh, poor eyes. Oh, I'm meeting Sebastian at the entrance to Hogwarts.
I always thought an owl.
But I always maybe it has a bit of difficulty loading people in sometimes, or I'm just blind. I'll have to look back at that.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
That's quick. Quick loading. It does all the loading at the beginning, I think. That's why it's quicker.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities.
Yeah.
Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
I can defend myself.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
Not going to tell you that, I'm afraid.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Somehow don't think so. I think it'll be quite eventful. It's a long run.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place, I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Another cat.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
It's the same tone from the film. Right, let's do the one last. Let's do this first.
I should have known better than fight.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon.
Matilda.
I am the proprietor here. Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want, when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
I can't afford anything else. Beast feeding spellcraft. Beast toy box spellcraft. Interesting. I can afford things like that, but why would I buy it? Try the next one then. which would be potions, is it? Let's have a look. Oh, right, potions and magic neep, whatever that is. I forgot already. I know I've got this one. And then the wand, isn't it? Right. I think. Is that one as well? Okay.
You don't ever want to find
The Ministry's good work if you can get it. Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
Oh, interesting. Yeah. And I hear them. Yeah.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Yeah, I don't really have the money, so. Right. Ooh, let's make a picture. Maybe I've already had one, I don't know. Anyway, let's say, how do I do my outro? Anyway, thank you for watching. If you got this far, please consider subscribing. not to miss in the morning. Tasty game. I like as well, why not? Go wild. Bye.